Hi everybody, it's Noelia with My Moxie Dreams. Thanks for joining me today for this May setup and plan with me in my pocket wide TN with my daily pocket Moleskine. If you are new here, welcome. I hope that you enjoy this content. For those of you who are my longtime subscribers, I am so sorry that I was missing in action in April. April was just a bonkers month. I think I only did the setup for April and didn't do any plan with me's for April. And that's simply because it was my birthday month. It was my daughter's birthday month. We had prom. There was just so much going on work-wise and personal-wise. I just did not have the time to do a plan with me. So first and foremost, so sorry, but I am jumping back in the saddle and can't wait to set up May and do our first plan with me. So let's jump in, shall we? All right, here I'll do a quick flip through of our April theme, which was this beautiful purple girl. You probably will notice I took out my second little passport insert. And when I say passport, for those of you who are new, I don't mean passport size. This is an actual passport cover for your US passport or whatever country you're from. And so I had two in here. I had this one that kind of has just miscellaneous Post-its and whatnot. And then I had a second one that had just a plain notebook. What I was finding is I wasn't using that notebook. I just decided to take it out. So now I only have one passport insert that I will be decorating, which is kind of easier for me. And also I've noticed that I have just, look at how chunky that first quarter has been. That is January, February, March, and April. And we're getting into May. So this guy is gonna get super chunky as we go. So I don't believe I'll have any problem with it fitting in this pocket wide. You can see that there is plenty of room for it to grow, but I just decided I wasn't using that extra insert with the plain notebook, and I just decided not to put it in anymore. So that is that. If you can see here to my side, this is theme for May, and I'm super excited. It is this beautiful girl, and she came just plain. I don't want to say plain because she's gorgeous as she is, but it was simply black and white, and I ended up importing the photo into Canva and then adding all of these really pretty poppies and then doing like a watercolor background of pinks and reds. If you are familiar with Canva, you know how much ability you have and flexibility. If you have Canva Pro, you can do so much, and I do. I pay the annual fee for Canva Pro. So this is our theme, and I just feel she's absolutely gorgeous. Let's just jump into April and show you what we did. Let's pull our little girl out and let's go through to April, shall we? And we'll just do a quick flip through. Oh, it looks like my tape just kind of came out there. Let's get a little bit of tape just to put her back because I don't want her falling out. How have you guys been? I've missed you guys so much. I really have missed you guys. Every kind of weekend I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do a plan with me, and then life gets bonkery and it gets away from me. The weekend gets away from me, and then I don't do a plan with me. So I'm really sorry, but I'm back. Look how busy I've been. My nails aren't even done. That's how bonkers my April has been. Okay, so you can see here, this was our theme, this beautiful kind of purpley girl for April, and all of the colors I typically go between two colors if I can. And in this particular instance, we went with this kind of brighter purple. Wow, she's ripping all over the place. I don't know what's going on. Let's get her secure because I don't want her, I think because of how often I've been flipping and back and forth. All right, so we'll just do a quick flip through of April slowly, and you'll see the two colors that I switched between. And like I said, I was so busy. Here's the secondary color. So you could see the difference between the color. I liked this brighter purple, and then I had this lighter purple that kind of went with some of this lighter purple down here, but I liked this darker purple, and I was gonna use the darker purple the whole month, but I was like, I'm just gonna do the, 1 week bright, 1 week kind of lighter. So you'll see here our April and the weeks alternating. And yeah, this month went by so fast, my word. Okay, and then here we are starting May. All right, so let's just go and take out anything that has our April theme with this, which is now just this guy. It's just the one little insert. All right, let's take this guy out and we'll move her to the side. And then all we have to do, it's just a plastic kind of passport holder. And all we need to do is slip out this and put the new one, which I think is the smaller one. Let's just make sure. Yes, she fits. Isn't she beautiful? My goodness. All right, let's take this back one out. I made it easier for myself because I used to have a stiff like backing, and then I'd have to take the whole thing out. I didn't want to do that anymore, so I cut it. You can see where I cut this so that I could just slide in the sheets easily and not have to fiddle with all the extra stuff. So let's just make sure. Oh yeah, that's nice. It looks good. So this is our girl. Let's bring our little Fatty Bo Batty planner back out here, and we'll just set her in there. So there she is in all her glory. I always have to tilt it because the light is bonkers and it creates a glare and you guys can't really see it. Okay, here we go. So now let's jump into our planner, our daily. So we're gonna, this is our new girl. So we'll take our little purple girl out. We'll add this beauty in for that. We'll add her shortly. I like to do the decorating before I put this insert in. If you recall, for those of you who are new, I do a theme every month, and I, was doing a theme, but what I learned was that I wasn't keeping a snapshot of what the theme was around. And so I just started to print the theme on some vellum and then use some stamps to put, the month. So there's January. Here's February. And here's March. And of course, April. And so we start decorating, and the first thing we decorate is going to be our monthlies. So let's get here into May. And I think what I'm gonna do is, as you guys know, I make my own stickers revolving around whatever theme. So I made these beautiful, you can see here, they're identical because I used the flowers that I put into this photo, and I just created the flowers, added the pink and reds that I wanted, and then I made some black and whites in case I wanted to, change up the decoration each week. But today we're going to use these red ones because they are going to kind of highlight what this theme is. So we have some black washi with some small checkered, and we're going to use some of this. Or I want to probably use a little bit bigger one. I've missed you guys. Oh my God, I can't even tell you how much I missed you guys. Every time something happened, I wanted to come on and be like, oh, this is what happened. But seriously, trying to find the time to actually sit down long enough to be able to just chat with you guys, it just wasn't going to happen in April. And I feel so bad because you guys missed so much. We'll put that there. I'm gonna take a little coffee break if you guys don't mind. My throat is killing me. So I have different sizes of flowers. So we're gonna get this kind of smaller size, even though it's not really a small size. And we'll see how this looks. See, these I put them too close together, so they, do I cut it? Let's cut it a little bit just so that it can fit a little bit better. We won't cut too much. We'll just cut a little bit of the bottom. That's pretty. I don't think I need any more. I think that one is enough. I don't know. I don't like it, guys. I gotta be careful because this does tear. These stickers are not removable. All right, I think it's the washi that I don't like. Let's try this washi. Cutting it. I don't know how to do this. That it's gonna be something I like. That's too bonkery. Let's straighten it out. So yeah, so I've missed you guys. It's been a truly bonkery April. I think now we can use, let's put this down here because we'll probably use those later. And let's get another small one and hope that it works. I think if I use the clear portion, it won't. Yeah, I think that's sufficient because it shows the black and the red florals. And even though it's covering up 15, 16, 17, it's clear, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so let's go now to our tracker. Wait, that was our tracker. Let's go to our monthly. Where's my monthly, Noelia? All right, we're gonna go to our monthly view. And again, I use my monthly view for my boss's travel so that I kind of just know what's going on. Let's see here. Doot, 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 doot. I feel like these washies are not cooperating with me today. All right, so much has happened. Like so much has happened. Prom was bonkers, but it was amazing. My daughter and her friends had such a blast. And the parents, I hosted it, so all the parents were here. And it was just so amazing, you guys. None of my boys went to prom. It wasn't their thing. And so for my daughter to go, she wore this beautiful suit, gorgeous burgundy suit. And it was kind of all of her friends went kind of stag, I guess is what you would call it. Everybody, it was just a big group of friends, and they had their limo, and I hosted all the parents. There was 9 families. It was so amazing. Like, I can't even tell you. All right, there's our May. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so that's easy breezy cover girl. Now let's go to May and start our plan with me. I can't believe we're in May, you guys. So yeah, so that was amazing. It was a lot of work, but amazing. And in case you didn't know, prom fell on my birthday. So that morning, we ended up as a family going to my favorite breakfast place, and we literally went there early in the morning because I knew my day was going to be jam-packed with prepping the outdoor area and whatnot. Okay, we're going to use, I think this is N95. It's kind of a darker gray because of her coloring. I obviously can't do a red because that would just bleed through, and I don't have a red. So I think what I'm gonna alternate between is this gray, and let me see here, do I have my pink? And this pink. I think that I'm gonna do this N95 and the 761 in pink. These will be the two we alternate between, I think, because I have a feeling I'm gonna like the gray so much and then keep the gray, but We're gonna start off with gray and then we'll work our way through. So let's go ahead and do the highlighting and then I'll chat with you. So prom was amazing. It was just a lot. I have a huge pool and a beautiful back patio. And so we did balloon arches. So after breakfast on my birthday, AKA prom day, I had to pick up the boutonniere and the corsage. We had to pick up some last minute things at like the grocery store. And then we came home and just Belle started to blow up the balloons because we did like a balloon arch. I had a whole photo backdrop set up. I'll try to put pictures up if I can. But I did a whole backdrop, designed it, put it up. The boys, my 2 sons, are just rock stars. They helped me so much that day because Belle was, you know, between doing the balloon arch, which by the way was way simpler than I thought. If anybody has done a balloon arch before, please leave a comment below. It was so simple. I think the only problem we had was that it was extremely, guys, I almost went past. It was extremely windy, so we had to come up with creative ideas to keep the arch from blowing away. Ooh, and there was some drama in my neighborhood, guys. I gotta tell you about the drama too. The prom went off without a hitch. All the parents came, had food. I have a dessert platter. I had a bunch of drinks. I had my famous chicken pesto orzo that everybody loves, and it did not fail me. Every single person was like, can I have this recipe? It is amazing. And I was so flattered and so excited that, you know, everybody loved it. And so then everybody left. And where's my pin here? We'll use my pin. Everybody left and we took about an hour to clean everything up, put the food, any extra food we put away. And then my son, my eldest, who's almost 30, he wanted to take me to, so in the morning, like I said, we went to my favorite breakfast restaurant, Eggs Benedict, the best ever. And then he just felt so bad that like we didn't have a traditional birthday for me. Like we didn't do cake, we didn't do singing. It was just all around prom and making sure prom went off without a hitch. So after we cleaned the entire house, I was spent, guys. I'd been up since like 5 in the morning and I was so exhausted. But my son was just, he wanted me to have a wonderful birthday and not have it be all, you know, prom. So after we cleaned everything up, listen, I just wanted to put my PJs on and go to bed. But he was adamant that we go to my favorite restaurant, which is a Japanese restaurant that I absolutely love. And he's like, Mom, I just want to take you. We'll sit in the bar. We won't stay for, you know, long. We'll just have apps, sit in the bar, have your favorite champagne, which is Schramsberg, by the way. And so we did. We went to Morimoto's and we sat at the bar and we had, he goes there so often that they know him very well. I used to go there so often when I was working downtown. We used to go all the time for lunch. Oh my gosh. And so, yeah, so we sat at the bar and we had a glass of champagne. And let me tell you this, as soon as I had some sips of that champagne, my body was like, okay, we're feeling good. Let's go to bed. So I want to say we were there for maybe an hour or two, probably more like 2. And then I came home just in time, probably like 30 minutes before the group came back from the limo. And as soon as my daughter was in the house, I was like, okay, she's home, she's safe, I'm knocking out. And that's exactly what I did. I knocked out and slept in the next morning. So yeah, that was amazing. All right, here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and put the words on while I continue to chat. I hope it's okay that I'm chatting with you guys today. I've missed you, so I'm gonna tell you all the tea that has gone on while I have been away. Yeah, so that was that. I pretty much stayed in bed all Sunday because I was just exhausted. My daughter was exhausted from dancing. She was so sore, it made me laugh so hard. All the parents, you know, wished that next day the kids just had such a memorable time, and all the parents texted me and called me and just thanked me, A, for sacrificing my birthday, but B, just, you know, for hosting everybody and helping them. I'm that mom, you guys. I'm that mom who wants my kids to have the best memories. And so me taking on the whole photo backdrop and inviting everybody to my house, and I just want to ensure that my kids had a good, memorable prom. And they all did. All the kids did. I love them so much. All her friends are just amazing, and I love their little crew so much. So yeah, that was that. My garden is finally in. Thank you, Jesus. My garden is finally in. And yeah, I think everything has kind of been a lot for April, but productive. Like, I've just been able to focus every day and just get something off my list done, which again didn't leave a lot of time for me to stop and do a video. And so I'm glad to be doing one with you guys today. Let's see, what else can I tell you that happened? Oh, I have neighbor drama. Do you guys want to hear about the neighbor drama? I might save that for next week. Leave a comment below if you want to hear the neighbor drama. Let me just preface by saying I have lived in my home for almost 10 years. I live in a little cul-de-sac, and all of us in the cul-de-sac are super close, okay? Like, we all chat with one another. We, you know, have seen our kids kind of grow. There's two families that left probably like 5 years ago. We had the one family, he was a firefighter. She was a planner, like a party planner. They had two cute little kids, and they ended up moving away to, I don't know where, but selling their home and moving. So another adorable family moved in who we love. And the other corner home right on the horseshoe of our cul-de-sac, that couple ended up moving. They had no kids, but she went into law enforcement and got stationed somewhere else. So they sold their home and moved, and we have this cute little elderly couple, retired elderly couple, who are adorable. And so, yeah, so we had this wonderful cul-de-sac. We're all very close, but we had some drama with somebody on the outskirts of our cul-de-sac. And when I say outskirts, let me see if I can draw it, because if you guys leave a comment below, I will, here's the road. We'll say that's the road, okay? Here's our cul-de-sac. And there's a house here, house here, house here, house here, house here, and house here, okay? This is the road, and there's homes all right here. This person we had a problem with. And again, or I should say they had a problem with us. And yeah, I'm not gonna go into it in this video. If you want to know the neighbor drama, I will tell you. If you leave a comment below, I will chat with you about what happened and how I resolved it and all of that good stuff, because it was quite interesting. But it was a lesson, I think, for my kids to know that you can't let people intimidate you or try to bully you or try to make their dominance over you. Like, I'm not that person, guys. Like, I am sweet as pie until I'm not. If you give me a reason to not be, if you come after my kids, or come after me for no reason, we're gonna have an issue. And not just, I think all of us, it's that mama bear part of us, right? And I think on top of that, I'm one of those people that I would say people say I'm confrontational in my life, but not in a bad way. I'm confrontational in the sense that if I've done something wrong and you're upset with me, I need you to confront me. I need you to address the problem and say, hey, you did this and I'm super upset with you about it, or you hurt me. I'm the type of person that needs to know. Instead of having you simmer with that, I'm a confrontational in the sense that I want to talk about the problem and fix the problem if it's fixable. I'm not one who likes to bury things. I like, if something I'm doing is bothering you, please tell me, because I want to fix it. I don't want you to feel any kind of way towards me. And most often it's miscommunication or your own baggage that you're bringing to the table, and you maybe interpret something I did or said. But regardless, I want to fix it. So tell me, right? And I'm an adult. So if you approach me correctly and you approach me in a loving manner or a calm manner, then 1,000,000% we're going to have a resolution that's going to be good for both of us. What I won't tolerate is gaslighting. And so, like I said, I'm super understanding. I'm super patient, try to figure a resolution and all of that stuff. But if you come at me in a bad way, we're going to have issues. So if you want to hear the drama, I don't even say it's drama. I guess, was it drama? I don't think it's drama. If you want to hear how I handled a situation involving, I don't even consider him my neighbor because I've lived here for almost 10 years. And other than like kind of waving hello, I think I've probably waved hello to this person maybe 10 times in the almost 10 years I've lived here. Like, he's not somebody that I would, that I would say like our neighbors, we invite each other over for barbecues. We're close. When, for instance, prom, all my neighbors came over to celebrate with my daughter and to see how I set the backyard up, and we're, complimenting our, balloon arches, and that's how close we are. We can all, if we see somebody outside, we go over there and chat with them. We're those kind of neighbors. And so I don't have that rapport. None of us in our cul-de-sac have that rapport with this gentleman. They say hello and things like that, but there's no like inviting him over for events and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I've said way too much in this video. If you want to hear about it, let me know down below, because it's actually very interesting and also very enlightening. I want to say for my kids, this is going to be, I have to tear these just so, otherwise I'm not going to like it. Okay, so we're going to add washi here and there, and it's just a matter of where. We'll add it there. I don't know if I like that, but we'll try it. I'm just going to add washi, and then we'll go in with florals depending on how it looks. Anyway, it was a teachable moment for my kids, I would say, more than anything. Because it was a good opportunity to, do I want to add that there? Let's see, let's move this guy over here. it was a good opportunity for them to see how to handle something that could be a difficult situation. And yeah, so I will chat with you guys more about that next week if you guys want to hear about it. Maybe you don't want to hear about it, which is fine too. I'm totally okay not chatting about it. But let me just say, when it was happening, I was like, oh, my YouTube crew is gonna love this story. I genuinely said that to myself, and my daughter was laughing. She's like, you are such a nut. And I'm like, I know I am. I am aware of my nuttiness. So anyways, yeah, just a lot going on. A lot of good things and a lot of crazy things. But yeah, it's been a really good month as far as productivity is concerned. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on these. I don't know where I'm putting them. I don't even know if they're gonna look good when we do our florals, but we will try to see. We will try to see how it works. I just don't like them looking perfect, you know? Like, I like these like oddball, because like that seems too perfect to me. I don't know why. It just does. I like them to be cut a little wonky. Okay, last one, and none of these make me happy, so let's cut a little bit more washi, and then we're done, and we can start applying the florals, and hopefully it looks nice. I'm so happy that my garden is in. I mentioned to you guys a million times how behind I was in my garden. Now I've planted everything. I've transplanted all my tomatoes. My zinnias, I think I'll transplant in the next couple days. So yeah, that is, like I said, I've been productive. This feels too big for me. So let's try to cut it down somewhat. This one, they feel too big, but whatever. I'm not gonna go 5 million times over and do this. All right, here are our florals. I just wanna see how this big one looks. Let's see how these are gonna look. What do we think, guys? I actually kind of like that. Let's try another little one here. I actually like that, you guys. Look at how that, I'm trying to not get the glare. That matches so perfectly. This is why Canva is so amazing, and why having a silhouette is so awesome, because you have the ability to create something and make these themes. This is why I actually will cut some of these in half. This is why I love my silhouette so much, and why I want to teach you guys how to use it, because it's so, I used to think it was so hard, and let me tell you, it took me so much trial and error to be able to figure it out. Well, I was gonna do it under, but that's fine. Let's see, should I? No, I'm just gonna leave it. It took me so many hours of trial and error, so many hours of frustration. I don't know how I wanna do that here, because I want these florals to show. That looks good. You have these big ones and these little ones. But this is what I love about this scenario, is that I get to find a photo that I love. I found this girl, And then I uploaded her into Canva and then found elements. I'm like, oh, I want to do like pink and reds this month, and found the elements that would work and created stickers that match. I mean, this is why the theme is so awesome to me. I don't know if I want that there. We'll put it there, and then we'll put some doubles up top. If that makes sense. Like, I want to teach you. It's just figuring out how to teach you, because I don't really know. I'm just moving the washi a little bit around because of where I'm putting the florals. So yeah, I'm going to figure it out, you guys. I promise you, I am going to figure it out, because I 1000% think you guys would catch on. Because here's the thing, I used to know how to use my silhouette way more than I do now, because when I was, again, I'm that mom, when I was a Girl Scout leader, when Belle was in like first grade, I was like a brownie leader. I used the silhouette way more than I used it now. I made all their brownie memory books. I would make all kinds of stuff for the girls, and it was wonderful. Parents, again, would think I was just amazing because I was making all these cool things for their girls memory-wise, and they loved it. And then I sold that one, and I wonder if I should cut these in half. Let's cut one in half and see how that looks. We might as well try it. You guys know I always cut these in half and try to make it look a certain way. And so I kind of forgot, like I forgot how to do it, and it was so sad. And so, and the reason why I got my cameo silhouette this time around was for planner stuff. I wanted to learn how to make dividers for my Franklin Covey binder. I wanted to make stickers, but it was so hard. There was so little out there on YouTube at the time to be able to learn. Now there's so much out there that it's amazing, but at the same time, it's overwhelming, if that makes sense. And so what I decided to do for you guys is just have just a sticker, how to make the stickers that I make, like how to make the word stickers, how to make these florals or whatever you guys are wanting to learn how to make. That is gorgeous. Because if you learn the few steps that I learned, you will be able to make any kind of stickers that you want, I think, because I do it a certain way. So again, I'm working on that. I promise. Hopefully, if my son can work with me today, I'll try to film that, but I have to kind of play around with it because I'm not one to do voiceovers. So I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, guys, here is our our May. Look at how beautiful that looks, guys. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm loving the gray because it brings out the gray in her hair, and then the black washi connects with her black dress and her little black bow. And then I added all these elements of the poppies and then the red and pinks, and then I was able to create the same stickers. So it looks marvelous. Look at how beautiful that looks, you guys. Can you see up close without? Oh my gosh, I love her. I love her so much. Okay, let's add our little May insert here so that we know what the May theme is. Let me get some tape. I just put clear tape and just hopefully it stays. All right, there is our May setup and first week of Plan With Me. Isn't she lovely? Guys, isn't she lovely? I love it. I love this theme so much. Okay, so that is it. I'm going to fill out. We'll do a little bit of the fill outs. You guys know I do my banking every day. So we'll just add that to each day because that for sure is a must do for me. So at any rate, I will be trying to do a Canva tutorial and a sticker tutorial. Pray for me, y'all, that I have time to do that and that I learn how to shoot from my screen, my desktop. Okay, banking. Friday, I think I have something. Let me go into my monthly and my, oh, I have a micro peel on Friday. That's right. I hope that doesn't leave me looking crazy. I'm kind of scared, but not really. I have a meeting there. Okay. That is pretty much it. I have nothing really going on this week other than a work meeting and my micro peel on Friday. And let's just pray that whatever skin that gets shed is done by Monday, because I do have a Monday Zoom call. Okay, so there's our little passport. We have, here's another thing I don't think I showed you guys before, is that I took a little credit card task. I put wax paper and then I added every single little sticker that I had from PM Stickers. These are micro stickers. And that way when I come in here, I can add them wherever I want. So that's what that looks like. So I have these, I have the PMD sticker, colorful little tiny dots, whatever, right? So I keep these here because these are the most used that I use every single day. Let's go into the month. Now I can move this to this one. There's our monthly. Again, I think it's gorgeous. Look at that, you guys. Just that black and red is just so amazing. Now I can move my tracker to this page. Okay, so here is our May tracker. Again, just that black with the red. And then we go into our May, the first week of May. We just have our black washi and our red poppies. Are they poppies or peonies? I think they're poppies. I think when I looked it up, I said poppies. So there we go. There is our May setup for the first week of May. Yay! I hope you guys enjoyed this setup and first week of May plan with me. I miss you guys tremendously. I will not be missing in action again, I promise. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are new here, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel. It would help me so much and I would appreciate it tremendously. All right, everybody, I wish you a wonderful week. See you later. Bye.